Hey everybody, so it's been a while since I made a video, but now I am back and I'm back with whipped cocoa butter DIY for your natural hair or for your hair in general. So stay tuned to see how I make the whipped cocoa butter. Bye. The reason why this is processed or chopped so fine is so you can use this less heat possible. I don't like using heat, but for the cocoa butter whip, this is a harder consistency as far as versus shea butter. So I am going to use a little bit of heat, but it is going to be minimal. But I have it on plastic here, and I'm going to go ahead and, this is a cup measure. I'm going to pour it in there. About a cup and a half. And as you can see, this is about a half a cup here. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this piece here and see where we go. Alright guys, so I chop by hand, but of course you can use a food processor to make the process even faster. I just like doing this. It doesn't bother me to chop by hand, but if your hand is getting sore or if you just want it to go faster, you can always use a food processor. So I'm just going to add it to the half a cup that's already here and do a cup and a half of cocoa. All right, so here's everything that you would need for the whipped cocoa butter. So castor oil, you can use just regular castor oil. I am actually going to use the Jamaican black castor oil, but you can use this as well. I also have a little bit of mango butter. Just gonna throw that in just because I have some left over. Also have some avocado oil. These are both the same, avocado oil. And a little bit of almond oil. I have a little bit left. Need to re-up on that. And then, of course, the cocoa butter. Move that away. And then some essential oils of your choosing. This is rosemary, thyme, clove, and patchouli. And this is a little bit of water that I'm heating up to go ahead and whip everything. So let's get started. All right, guys, so the water is boiling. Now what I'm going to do is turn it completely off. Then I'm going to put a bowl right on top to trap that steam. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my cocoa butter. And I'm trying to be careful. I'm using one hand. All right, so add that in without trying to make a mess because you're using one hand. There you go. Alright, so add that in. And you also want to add in the mango butter. Right. Okay, sorry guys, the video shut off. But I still have the heat off and I'm just stirring and letting the residual steam from the heat, from the boiling water go ahead and melt in the butters, which is the cocoa butter and the mango butter. Now this consistency is fine for you to go ahead and whip. You can actually take it off the heat right now and go ahead and add it to your mixing bowl. So you can go ahead and whip up your whipped cocoa butter. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so the only thing that I forgot to mention that I am definitely going to be putting into the whipped cocoa butter is coconut oil. So here it is in my measuring cup, which is a half a cup. I'm just going to go ahead and put it into the cocoa butter and mango butter that is in this bowl here. So let's get started. Coconut oil. This is a half a cup of coconut oil. All other oils I'm going to be using a quarter cup. So that's a half a cup of coconut oil inside. Now I'm going to switch to the quarter cup here and add in the Jamaican black castor oil. Alright, a quarter cup. quarter cup of avocado. A quarter cup of almond. Alright, I'm going to take my fork just to get all of the oils down. And then I'm going to whip it. This is going to be a little bit loud, guys, so whip it for about 10 minutes and I'm going to show you the consistency. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you the texture really quickly. I'm going to turn on the blender and whip it a little bit, and just so you can see. Alright, so I might actually, I'm going to put this in a jar, which is just a standard. Oh, and I also didn't show you guys as well. I added the essential oils to the mix before the final whip, and I added about 5 to 10 drops of each. Alright, so I just have a little rubber spatula or whatever, and I'm going to put it into the jar. I'm going to try to pour. We'll see how this works out. It's working out. It's really, really creamy, guys. You're going to love it for body and hair. It's really, really great.